Hey, I'm feeling something that I haven't felt in a long time, and that's feeling crappy after staying at home most of the day and watching stuff on a screen all day. And it's rare because usually I even when I binge YouTube, I don't feel crappy like this. I don't feel bad like this. But I didn't binge YouTube. I binged Solo Leveling, this popular action anime. I finished season 2. It was the last 6 episodes or something like that I binged and finished it in 2.5 hours. And yeah, it was fun. It's kind of it lost its steam once it reached a certain level, and the final arc for me wasn't all that fun. But how do I articulate this? If I was home alone with nobody with me and no pets, then I would. Sorry for the notification. Oh, let me let me mute notification for now. Okay. Um, what was I saying? If I was home alone with no pets and nobody with me, I would feel down and I would not feel good. I would not feel good at all. But petting my pets, Mochi the dog, Tigger the cat, Muffin, who I didn't pet within the last few hours, but having him company, all three pets, plus my mom who's watching TV, in on in the house, having their company is uplifting. And if I didn't have any of this, pets or my mom in the house, then I would be in a slump. And I guess the best way to overcome this kind of feeling is to step outside, get some fresh air, regardless of how cold or hot it is. Just to step outside and move your body a bit and get even though it's dark and the sun's set and it's 8:26 p.m. on a Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. So yeah, the best course would be to go outside, but I don't. Even knowing that that's the best thing to do to feel better, instead I decided to turn on the camera and share what I feel right now. And I don't really feel like going out at this time when it's dark. And so, although I have done it in the past, even in previous videos where I stepped outside way after it got dark, and I did feel better after a quick walk around the neighborhood. But yeah, I was just wondering for people who I wonder how often this kind of feeling people get. So many of us were on screens almost the whole time we're at home, or and if you feel crappy, if you're living by yourself and you got no pets or you got nobody, then you can it can feel have a depressive mood hanging over you. And as I said, I haven't had this feeling in a long time. Even with my occasional YouTube binges, I haven't felt bad like this before. So I don't know if it's Solo Leveling and the content that I watch that really put me in this mood. But yeah, I guess it really also depends on the type of things you watch as well. Since I don't usually get this, yeah, maybe it's seeing some violence, even though it's anime, and just a lot of bugs and eating humans and I don't know. I don't know if that is the reason why I'm just. Uh, one thing I remember. Do you know the movie Starship Troopers? It's if you don't know it, it's an old movie from the 90s or early 2000s where it's about not that dissimilar from Solo Leveling, where they fight a bunch of alien bugs, and I remember after watching that, I felt like absolute crap. Like I felt so bad. I was a little kid, and just seeing the grotesque alien bugs being just like opened up and destroyed and shot at, and I guess that kind of gross violence. I felt so bad, and then my sister and I went to see what our mom was doing, and our mom was watching Austin Powers 2, and we never seen it before, and we watched it with her, even though it's inappropriate for children. It was funny, and I felt better after watching Austin Powers, even though I felt crappy after first watching Starship Troopers. So I think it's really the content that you watch does have an impact on how you feel afterwards, and it's I don't feel as bad as after I watched Starship Troopers, that movie, but it's kind of a lower level of that same feeling, where you just see a bunch of like ant monsters getting crushed and destroyed or eating people, and that kind of violence, even if it's animated. It's kind of similar to Starship Troopers in that sense. And I have a similar feeling. So I think I'm making the connection here in real time as I'm talking, that seeing that kind of content just doesn't make me feel good after. So I didn't get that feeling with previous episodes of Solo Leveling, where it was just kind of like a video game level up and he beats a boss and he levels up, and I didn't get that feeling when I was watching those episodes. It's only after I binged the last arc at the island with the ants. So maybe it really is the type of content that I watch that put me in this mood. I'm making that realization right now. Yeah, so I guess the lesson for me here is be careful what I watch. Although, do I regret it? No, I wanted to finish Solo Leveling Season 2 because it was fun up until before the Ant arc. The Ant arc was not a fun arc for me. It was just bleh. It wasn't interesting, and you kind of know what's gonna happen. And but yeah, I don't regret watching it, but at the same time, I want to avoid content that makes me feel this way, crappy, and just feel kind of down. In an not so like, I guess the word I would use in Korean is kumurkumurhan, which is like kind of like a dark, cloudy kind of sensation. Just not a very pleasant sensation. Anyways, I'm rambling on too much, but you just wanted to share a snapshot of what I feel like, which as I said doesn't happen that often. So wanted to capture it while it's here, and hopefully it continues to remain to be a rare feeling that I get by avoiding videos that make me feel this way. So yeah, with the YouTube videos that I watch, I don't ever feel like this afterwards. I guess it's also because of the type of content I watch. So that being said, I want to give you a little update. This is a temporary phone that I got while the repair guy fucked up my phone's antenna or something like that, so he's repairing it. He said he has the part and he's working on it right now. He said he has to test it for a further 20 minutes. It's been maybe about that time. He said he'd call me afterwards, but based on the delay, he's probably still struggling with the phone antenna not working, so I can't make or receive calls properly. So I'm, if that's the case, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I would either need to get it repaired at the official Samsung store, which I would have to pay more for that. I don't think he's going to cover the cost for that because he can't repair it or something. I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't have my phone. I really need my phone. There's nothing on this phone. I just use it to text and call the people that I for my election team for next week's Canadian election. I called them and there's some troubles with that too. A couple that I cannot get in touch with, so I have to find out what's going on there. But yeah, so it would be really much more convenient if I had my own phone to do all this. But I am getting by with a temporary phone, so that is a hassle, not having your own phone and a blank phone. But well, everything is turning out as it should. Thanks for everything. I have no complaint whatsoever. I chose this, so I'll be just fine. But whatever happens, it'll turn out just fine. So I need to study for the election day all the processes and exceptions of what happens if people any exceptions to an elector who doesn't vote the normal process with their proper ID. I have to study all that, so, and make sure all the people are following the right process so that we're not stuck late at night after all the votes are counted and have to find some missing votes or anything like that. So I need to study up on that. Will I study tonight? I'll have a brief look at it, but probably not in-depth study. I still have, today's Wednesday, the election is next Monday, so I have a few more days left, but I will get on that so that I do this one-day job properly and make sure everything gets done smoothly. So I heard on the radio that over 7 million people in Canada have done early voting already, myself included. So maybe it won't be super bad on election day. Who knows? It may still be super bad because what I've heard is that the school gym where I'm supervising as lead is going to be busy. That's what I heard. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a full day thing. The one thing I really hope is that I get a good night's sleep the night before, because if I don't, like last night, and I only got less than 6 hours of sleep, today I was so tired at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Since I am not doing any other job for the time being, I was able to take a nap on the couch for about an hour, maybe less. But I won't be able to do that when on voting day. So I just really hope I get a good night's sleep, and everything else I'm sure we'll figure it out. And as long as I prepare and everyone else prepares, we should be fine. So that was a bit of a life update video journal from me, and I don't have new footage of pets footage that I took since I don't have my phone, even though there were some good moments today where I could have snapshotted Mochi and Tigger and Muffin, but I will show you some older footage that I have saved on my desktop. So let's be careful about the type of content that we let into our eyes and minds, because it changes the way we feel. I'll keep that in mind in the future. Here comes the pet montage. 1% better every day, baby.
Muffin rode the walking pad for a while, and then he fell. Oh, here he goes. He's going. Oh, he's doing it. So cute. Muffin.
Don't need any toys, just need a shoelace. Mochi is sniffing around the neighbors' houses. She's a nosy neighbor. Look at those bunnies, those rabbits, and the little cardinal.